Can happen at the Super Bowl at the Superdome. I think we can forgive the Buffalo Run Casino in Miami, Oklahoma. But we are back to action as they will continue on here with round one. But Teddy, obviously always concerns when athletes are in the midst of going at it and then they have to sit. Do they stay warm? Are they ready to go again?
Well, if it was a baseball game, the pitchers would get a chance to warm up. These fighters did not get a chance to warm up, so now more danger of getting caught cold, of getting nailed a big shot. And there's already danger in that with the explosive Fortuna, who I said earlier, 15 of the 16 knockouts in the first 2 rounds, the other in the third round. So there's danger for Franco, and Franco, as I said earlier, also coming off 9.5 months of inactivity. But now Franco maybe being a little cold, maybe add to that danger. Look for Franco dealing with Fortuna, the southpaw. Look for him to throw right hands. They usually work with southpaws. The reason I said this is an interesting match is first I knew the lights would go off. That's number one. And the second reason is that, as I was saying in the opening, Fortuna's had it all his way. He's a very talented guy, but my question is he a talented front runner? This is the best he's been in there. What happens after 3 rounds if Mr. Franco is still there and not just surviving, trying to win?
No, he's surviving what was an extended first round. Another network has Boxing After Dark. We've had Boxing in the Dark here in Miami. As we come to the end of round number 1.
How do you score this round? Did the judges remember who was winning early? That's very interesting.
Very good point, Teddy. Stay with us. We'll talk about it.
As a police commissioner, if a
Teddy, we're heading west next week. Going to be at the Morongo Casino in Cabazon, California.
Are we west now?
Kind of a breadbasket.
Okay.
Middle of the country here.
Okay.
Big 12 country here. Miami, right up against the Missouri border. Anyways, we got Rustam Nagaev against Jose Hernandez. Lightweights next week. Nagaev we've seen before, 24 wins. Hernandez 14-6-1. Jose Pedrezo 13-0 in the co-feature there.
Well, right now the southpaw and the more experience, at least more experience in the pros, Fortuna trying to be the boss. Both these fighters like to get a little loose and drop their hands on the outside where they're out of range.
Like that?
Yeah, like that. Like Fortuna's doing right now. Why? Well, they feel they're loose. They feel that they trust their instincts, they trust their reflexes, that they can get their punches off before their opponent can get into damaging, scoring positions. And I always think it's dangerous to trust your reflexes and your pure skills first. Back it up with good technique. You know, use those good skills, those instincts, those reflexes, use them, but with good technique. You know, the case in point for me would be, you look at a James Toney, he fought late into his career, and he was able to because he had good technique to go with his skills. And then you had a guy like Roy Jones, couldn't do it late in his career because he didn't have good technique to go with his skills.
That would be James Lights Out Toney, just like we had in the first round. For more on that, here's Bernardo. Bernardo?
You know, there was apparently a crash in the city of Miami, Oklahoma. It was a car crash, took out a transformer. That's why the lights went off initially. Then we went to the power generator, the backup generator locally here at the casino. That overheated, and that caused the total blackout we had just a few minutes ago in round 1.
Bernie Osuna, local news here in Oklahoma. He's got, I mean, the guy's reporting on car crashes in Miami.
Well, we hope it was, I just hope it wasn't Saul on a motorcycle. You know, because he was looking at those motorcycles. He was drawing, looking to take one of them out on the road. Look, in all seriousness, obviously we hope that nobody was injured in that car accident, and we're glad to have Light. We're glad to have Bernard let us know what's going on.
It does more than just locker room reports, though. I mean, that's
we're
getting the skinny.
We appreciate all that, and right now we would appreciate a little bit more action in this chess match.
We're used to seeing it with Fortuna.
Yeah, but he's never been in with this caliber of a fighter before.
As Franco was clear to point out time and time again leading into this fight.
And that's where you get a little tentativeness, a little hesitation, because you're throwing punches that normally would land. And guess what? They're hitting the air. And when they hit the air, you know you could be open potentially for a counter. So you get a little bit more reserved. And that's what's going on right now.
Against the 2004 Olympian from Cuba, Luis Franco.
Tiempo.